Hey guys, Cyclomania here again. It is Friday, and I had a 3-day weekend this weekend, so I've just been kind of fooling around with my fish tanks, doing a little bit of work on them, and getting things ready for the future. As you can notice, my 55-gallon tank's empty almost. I think I left about 20 fish in here, some fish that I don't want for sure to die. And I moved everybody into the 125. So I added probably close to, I'd say at least 40 fish in there, 40 little babies. And I went ahead and pulled out my Mesoamerican Mayan cichlid, my 2 Jack Dempseys, and basically kept all the other fish in here. I know my Mesoamerican can eat fish, and I'm pretty sure my little Jack Dempseys will start eating fish soon. So I went ahead and moved all of those big fish into my sumps until these fish get to a decent size. But this will probably be, I'd say probably my only move of all of the fish, pretty much all the fish in the 55, because these fish aren't for sale. I'm just getting caught back up. I got a whole batch of OB red zebras in here that I do not want to sell. I need to get caught back up on those guys. There's a whole batch of cobalt blues I need to get caught up on. I got 3 rusty cichlids in here in this group of fish that I put in here, and then I just threw in some blue zebras to get big, so I can sell those when they get bigger. But all in all, I love this tank right now. It's looking really good. I'm hoping to get another batch of yellow zebras. Let's do a quick talk on the pregnant fish right now. Well, one other thing too, if you can notice, the hornwort stuff is doing amazing. I don't know if you can see, but right here, the first video of me putting this, me talking about my hornwort going in there, I'm pretty sure I'll have to look at it, but this tip was about right about here. Now it's reached all the way. This has came up all the way to the top. It's doing really good under this light and not getting picked on at all, and it's providing really good cover for my pregnant fish and for the babies. The electric yellow, her mouth is so full that there's 2 baby heads chilling right there at the mouth. She can't even close her mouth all the way. She's doing really good. I can see the babies in there. I can see that they have eyes now, and can't tell if they have tails yet, but I'm pretty sure the faces are starting to look like a fish, so I'm pretty sure there's a tail on the other side, but I know that there's still a yolk sac there, so they're not ready. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure there was 3 pregnant fish in here. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pregnant fish. So far I just have 4 in here right now. Had a biatch in this tank, so I went ahead and moved her over here. Oh yeah, I forgot that I put this in today. If you guys have seen in my previous fish room, this barrel, 55-gallon drum, used to be part of my aquaponics system. I went ahead and installed it back on here. I just ran 2 2x4s over the tub that I have here. There's a standpipe in the center with a 1-inch drain and a 1-inch screen that's slipped into coupling. There's not enough pea gravel in there. Most of it was sand. I went ahead and did away with the sand, and I'll have to buy another bag of this pea gravel. But what happened was I was having a lot of issues with this fish. Set this up, threw my pea gravel in there, realized I didn't have enough, so I just scooped it all to one side, as you can tell, threw her in there, threw that rock in there to kind of take up a little bit more space, and basically I'm just going to hold her in here until she's about ready to have her babies. Then I'll spit them all out into this baby tank here and then put her back in the 125. But I just got a 75 watt bulb on here right now. I haven't had time to go to the store and get a 200 or 300 watt 65K compact fluorescent, but I will be getting one of those. I just I haven't cut my zip ties yet, but I just got a little board on here, and it swings out of the way. So when I want to work on this tank, I can get the light out of the way. But pretty simple, not really hard or anything. But I will be starting tomatoes. I wasn't able to find any tomato seeds at the store, and all of my friends that have them in the gardens, unfortunately, we had a freeze this week, and I was out of town, so everybody's garden got screwed up. So I got to start from scratch. So luckily, I found some seeds in some Campbell's coupon envelope that I had. I'm gonna be putting those in a Ziploc bag and a wet paper towel, throw them under the sink for about a week, and then they should be ready to go, and we'll plant them in here. And basically what I'm going to do on this setup, I used to let the tomatoes grow. This time I'm just going to keep nipping them until basically they bush out and cover this whole thing. And basically I just don't want to have a huge plant, but I want it to be really thick and bushy. And we'll hope that it makes it through the winter time here in the garage. Let's see. What else we're going to talk about? Oh, yeah. This was obviously where I was trying to breed my peacocks, and I went ahead and moved them down here now. So now my peacocks are going to be breeding down here. I noticed that I was having a lot of issues in this tank, I think. I was watching the male. He was chasing the females around a lot, but it seemed like he was getting distracted. There was about 75 to 80 fish in there, and I figured this was going to happen, but I figured I'd give it a shot anyway. But he hadn't gotten pregnant. I think it's been a month and a half, so I got tired of waiting, so I gave him his own little space. And I noticed when I did this before, I used to have a 55 dedicated only for peacock breeding, and I was turning batches out almost every week, every other week. And I'm pretty sure he'll do really good in here. You can see that I have a screen up there. I got to come up with a different idea. It's all I have right now, but there is a pipe, a standpipe that connects these two tubs together, and fish will go in here and basically swim all the way through into here. Now, if the fish is too big, a lot of times it'll get stuck here. Can't turn around, can't back up. It'll slow the water movement in here, and basically this tub will overflow. So I have to somehow block it off, and there's no threads on this side. It's no slip. It's just it's kind of a bitch to basically get covered. So basically I just have that in there for now, and we'll see how it goes. I put a little light on there so I can kind of see if any of the fish are pregnant. It's really hard to tell from up above, but I'll have to do my best to figure that out. Another way of doing it is basically pulling out all your females every 10 days, and around that time you could pull a fish out and still recover fry at that time, so I wouldn't be missing any batches or anything. But let's hope for the best on those. I really need to get caught back up on those. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? Oh, okay, let's talk about the hot tub real quick. Went and talked to the guy who has my wholesale account, and basically I can get a really good deal on a 16 bulb high out VOH, I think it's called the Big Boy light fixture or whatever. I don't know. I got to thinking about it. I can get it for a pretty good price, but then I have to replace my bulbs every 6 months. So I'm looking at $200 every 6 months, or a little over $200 just to replace all the bulbs. Went to the fish shop today. They had an LED there, 121 watts. Really killer light. It can basically light a 4x4 area, which this is a 6x6 area, so I would have to run two of them. I can get two of these 120 watt LEDs, and for the same price as what it would cost me to get a 16 bulb T5 high output with the bulbs included, I actually can save a little bit of money getting LEDs. and they last for about 5 years. Am I going to do this? I don't know. I'm thinking I might just wait it out and not get the VOHs, but just go with my 800 watt metal halide. And here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about basically throwing the 800 watts, 10,000 K strictly for growing coral only in the back section. And on the front section, I'm thinking about getting a 4 or an 8 strip. Yeah, an 8 strip or a 4 strip T5 48-inch VOH and just run super antennics. And I was thinking about just running super antennics over my frags to get them to color up, and then we'll run 10,000 Ks on the mother colonies. I can save a lot of money that way right now until I get into the business a little bit more. I just ordered my pump, 7,400 gallons an hour. This thing's a tank, but I got a killer deal on it. Resells are you know, a really good thing to have. But that's going to be coming real soon, and then I'll start performing tests on there, see how fast basically the jets are going to be coming out, see if I need to purchase any power heads or not. But we're getting this going real soon. I do got to rotate my tub basically so I can take this shelf out here, put a sump there. The 7,400 gallon pump will be right here with pipes connecting to the refugium, basically where I'll have macroalgae growing. My manifold will be here for my other tanks, RO, float valves. I am going to be getting a reef keeper on this system due to me working on the road a lot. There's going to be a lot of money in this tank. And the last thing I want to do is be on the road and get a phone call from my girlfriend and she don't know what to do. So I'd rather have a computer take care of the system. I'm going to be getting the Reef Keeper Elite. Done a lot of research on this for the past year. I can hook up to 250 devices to that. So I will be able to run my cichlid fish room off of that Reef Keeper too. But I'll be buying that probably in the summertime. I don't work very much in the wintertime, so wintertime is pretty much going to be dedicated to breeding fish and getting this set up and wait for the time where I start building a lot of cell phone towers. I think we're going on 12 minutes and 30 seconds right now. Let's see. I got a couple more minutes to talk, and I'm going to go ahead and make another video of my fish coming up when it's prego take the fish out time. That'll probably be next weekend. I was looking in some of their mouths and they're almost ready. So stay tuned for that video, guys. And around the 18th or so, I should be posting a video with the 7,400 gallon pump hooked up to the hot tub, doing some tests, seeing how much power we get out of that. I'll be purchasing those bulbs pretty soon, and let me think. I think by then, if everything turns out good and stuff, probably in a month and a half, this thing should be full of water, salt water, and I should be beginning my tests, cycling it and everything. So we ain't too far along. One quick thing, I figured out the price on insulation. I'm looking at barely under $100 to foam insulate these doors. Thanks for everybody's help on the pellet stove and stuff like that. I noticed that I do have an exhaust right here, so if anybody has an idea right there. But right now what I'm looking at is probably a shop industrial heater that's 20 amps. And I'm basically going to have to wire that in. I'd probably be spending $50 a month on that. On the kerosene, I figured out I'd be spending about $80 a week just in fuel. So I think I'm going to have to go with electric. Going to have to put my own breaker in and all that. So, but that's probably going to be the most efficient and cheapest route, supposedly, for heating these garages. I also installed a little fan right here. I'm still trying to figure out how to get up to 25 feet on an extension ladder to put some ceiling fans in here, but this has worked really well. It's actually brought the degrees up about 4 degrees right away when I installed it. So, sorry for the quick video. I'm not sure if I can post 15-minute videos yet, so I got to get off of here. Keep you guys posted. Thanks, guys.